walked away to stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, 56. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 49-yard line.
Down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick it up.
Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. We own it. We own it. White. Joker.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Switch.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. 3.5 to go, first quarter. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't as long as they're not listening to the
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Packers. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Their own 29-yard line.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Guys, outside, let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Watch it.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
41 Mike. 40 Alpha. Mike 41. We've got a red zone.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota is going to float this one deep right side. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start the drive with Conner. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Hey, let's go. SOS, SOS, SOS. Let's go, Mike, 50.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready, 280. 50. 58. Check 3, check 3.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
51. It's a safety creep. 20. Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to work. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon, 77 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Out.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a hook up downfield on second down. A game there of 30 big ones.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. On play action, Mariota. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Desmond King picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Hey, Zoo.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Not today. Hey, express.
To throw again, Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, wait. You got it.
From the gun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Following the interception here, Mariota. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2. Theo Riddick, the 40, the 30, Touchdown, Packers! As the first half is winding down, and the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mike. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Desmond King making the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play fake. Mariota rolling to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
We got to get the ball, Steve. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Kill.
First down, Mariota. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 44.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And an Eagle first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon spinning away. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 25. Hey, wait. Check 13. 25 tonight.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day. Wait. Check the backer. Check 3. Check.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Fresno. Mike, hey, 59, ready. You don't know no better. Let's go, Mike, 50. Hey, Delta. I'm coming. Hey, check it.
Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined. On those last two plays.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Like 25! And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 54, stop! Hey, wahoo!
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, exit. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, dog. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here's Ryan. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Mixon. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Eagles.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have...
There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Their own 25-yard line. 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 25-yard line.
Coming to you, coming to you. Kill.
The drive will start with Connor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Hey, check 24. Check 22. Let's go 950. Hey, orbit. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep.
Here's Ryan. Jones has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 44.
Hey, 59, ready. Slam.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 42 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 4. Hey, Tuesday. Fun. 50's the mic. Hey, D-line.
Throwing now is Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Gold to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And he's He's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This fielded at the 2. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, South. Like 50.
Ryan to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
It moves to second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
39.
Back to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.